Welcome to this episode of the Human AI Learning Institute podcast, The Architecture of Temporal Essence. Today, we invite you into a conversation that reframes one of the most fundamental forces shaping human experience, time. Not just the time we measure, but the time we live. Not just the hours we count, but the meaning we make. In this episode, we explore a new framework, one that distinguishes between fast time, long time, and deep time. Fast time is the tempo of modern life. Speed, urgency, stimulation, the endless scroll. Long time is the arc of generations, aging, legacy, evolution, memory. Deep time is the realm of meaning, presence, ritual, emotional depth, spiritual coherence. This triadic lens is not just philosophical, it's practical. It's a daily choice. And it's a civilizational crossroads. This episode is part of HAIL's ongoing effort to make visible the architecture of human-AI collaboration, not just as a technical process, but as a ceremonial and ethical practice. So, take a breath. Step into deep time. And let's begin.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something that, well, it governs everything we do, everything we feel. We're talking about time.
But not time in the sense of a clock on the wall.
No, exactly. We're not pulling out a calendar here. This is about the time we actually live. The psychological, the biological, the existential experience of it.
Right, because we have all these phrases for it, like time is money or time flies. But what our sources argue today is that they're really just hiding a much deeper imbalance in how we live.
Okay, so let's get into that. The mission for this deep dive really comes from this one stark observation in the material, that humanity is at this huge crossroads. We're just accelerating faster than we can make meaning. So we want to unpack the central tension of our age, why we're living in fast time, dreaming of long time, and starving for deep time.
And that tension it's everywhere. And the only way to really understand it, let alone fix it, is to define what those three kinds of time actually are.
So let's lay out the terrain. We got a really clear structure from the sources. Fast time, long time, and deep time. Let's start with the one that's probably running your life right now.
Fast time.
Fast time.
This is the tempo of modern life. It's
Yeah.
all about acceleration, urgency, multitasking, constant stimulation, that whole dopamine loop of the digital world. It's the time of now, next, the notification.
It's the endless scroll.
It is the endless scroll, and it's highly addictive.
What's so wild about it is the paradox it creates. The sources say fast time actually compresses experience.
Right.
They make this claim that a modern 50-year life could have the sheer density of information and stimuli of a 300-year life from a few centuries back.
Which sounds great on the surface. We have more breadth of experience than any human beings in history. But here's the catch, and it's a huge one. Fast time expands experience, but it collapses meaning.
Okay, say more about that.
Well, think about it. You can read 1,000 headlines in an hour and feel informed. But what have you really integrated? Compare that to spending an hour in a deep conversation with one person.
Right, one is just data, the other is connection. It's that feeling of having a packed day, but when you look back, nothing really happened.
Exactly. You're busy, but not fulfilled. The speed just doesn't allow for wisdom to form.
So that's fast time, this incredible velocity. Let's pivot to the second one, long time. This is more about duration.
This is the big one. Lifespan, decades, generations, legacy, and of course, the biological battle against aging itself.
The dream of living longer.
The great scientific dream. I mean, we are seriously asking now if we can push the human lifespan past 120 to 150, 200, maybe even 300 years. And this isn't just theory anymore.
So where are we looking for clues? The sources mention some amazing natural examples.
Yeah, we're looking at creatures that have already cracked this. Bowhead whales, Greenland sharks. Some of these animals live for centuries.
And what are they telling us? How do they do it?
It all seems to come down to superior protection and repair. We're talking about incredible DNA repair.
Yeah.
They fix the errors before they can become something like cancer.
So they just have better internal maintenance.
Essentially, yes. Profound cancer resistance, really stable metabolisms, genome protection that just seems to defy decay. If we could figure that out, well, the human story changes completely.
But hold on, the immediate question for me is, does that just give us more fast time? If you live for 300 years, but it's just 300 years of notifications and anxiety, what have you gained?
That is the absolute core question. And the sources point out that when you ask people, most say they do not want to live 300 years.
Really?
Yes, unless, and this is the key, unless they're guaranteed to have their health, their purpose, their relationships, and a sense of meaning.
So a long life isn't the goal, a good life is the goal.
A long life just expands possibility, it doesn't create presence, which makes the third kind of time, deep time, feel incredibly urgent.
Okay, so let's define that. Deep time.
This is the counterbalance. Deep time is the time of meaning. It's defined by presence, ritual, transformation, emotional depth, spiritual coherence. It's the quality, not the quantity.
That distinction feels so important. I love the idea that in deep time, a single conversation or one moment of clarity can be more significant than years of just existing.
Absolutely. Think about when we say time is of the essence.
Right.
We're not talking about a ticking clock. We're talking about the time of essence,
Right.
of truth, of significance. Deep time is the only mode that actually expands meaning.
So we have these three modes: the speed of fast time, the duration of long time, and the richness of deep time. But the crisis now is that we are a civilization just completely stuck in fast time.
We're optimized for it. Our entire global system, from finance to social media, is built for more speed, faster communication, faster consumption, faster decisions.
And technology is the engine.
It's the engine, and it's putting its foot on the accelerator. We've become addicted to efficiency, even when that efficiency is what's making us miserable.
But our nervous systems just aren't built for this. I mean, you know that feeling when you pick up your phone just to check one thing?
Oh, yeah.
And suddenly half an hour is gone and you feel kind of wired and empty at the same time? That's the engine winning. What's the cost of living like that all the time?
It's devastating.
Yeah.
The sources point to fragmented attention, chronic stress. Our nervous system's basically stuck in fight or flight. We get shallower relationships, and our sense of meaning just erodes.
Overstimulated but undernourished. That line from the text really hit me.
It's a perfect description. We've maximized the input, but we've minimized the integration.
And the warning is that this isn't just uncomfortable. It's not sustainable. A species living only in fast time becomes, and I'm quoting, anxious, fragmented, and spiritually exhausted.
Which suggests we're chasing the wrong rewards.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we have to look at what these different modes of time actually give us. Fast time is brilliant at satisfying the nervous system. It gives you novelty, stimulation, that little dopamine hit that makes you feel productive and keeps you coming back for more.
And deep time.
Deep time satisfies the soul. It delivers what we actually need to flourish long term, meaning a coherent sense of who you are, belonging, purpose. That's the stuff that lets you process the chaos of fast time into something stable.
So the problem is that our whole world is set up to feed the nervous system while the soul is starving.
It really is. I mean, if you look at the symptoms everywhere, restlessness, burnout, disconnection, it's pretty clear we're living in the wrong kind of time for our deepest human need.
We're functionally time bankrupt, not because we lack hours, but because we lack depth.
Exactly.
And this brings us right to the biggest technology of our era, AI. It feels like it's sitting at the intersection of all three of these.
It absolutely is. It's either the ultimate accelerator of this crisis or
Right.
maybe our most profound tool for fixing it.
So how does it impact each one?
Well, first, it aggressively accelerates fast time, exponentially. Instant answers, automated content. It's supercharging that whole notification economy to a speed we can't even really comprehend yet.
And it's obviously a huge tool for a long time. I mean, longevity research, predictive health.
Right.
It's essential for extending that biological arc.
No question. But the real test, the most important part, is its relationship with deep time. And the sources are very clear here. AI can support deep time, but it is entirely conditional.
Conditional on what?
It only happens if we design it that way.
Okay, so give me an example. How do you design a hyper-efficient technology to support something as human as, meaning or ritual?
Think about it this way. Right now, our digital lives fragment our memories. But you could design an AI to help create coherence. Imagine it synthesizing your journals, your photos, your conversations over a lifetime, not to sell you something, but to help you see the patterns in your own story.
So instead of just serving up the next distraction, it could serve up self-awareness.
Precisely. It could help you reflect. It could help you build rituals. An AI could optimize a travel itinerary not for speed, but for presence and sensory immersion. The choice isn't about what the tech can do, it's about what we choose to ask of it.
So the stakes they're existential. We can use this to accelerate life until it's just an unlivable high-anxiety machine.
Or we can use it to deepen life until it becomes meaningful again.
That choice feels like the absolute hinge point for our future. If we want healthier, more satisfied lives, we have to shift our entire civilization to one that honors deep time.
And that sounds huge, I know. But it's less of a policy change and more of an evolutionary step in consciousness.
But it doesn't mean we have to abandon speed entirely, does it? We still need efficiency.
Not at all. This is the key. It's about balancing speed with depth. We need speed for logistics for solving big problems. But we need depth for human flourishing. We have to stop treating depth like it's a disposable luxury.
So what would that actually look like? If we were to redesign society to honor deep time, where would we even start?
You have to start across the board. In education, you'd shift from just retaining data, which is fast time, to fostering wisdom and reflection, which is deep time.
And in technology,
You'd have designers building in good friction, settings that default to focus and silence instead of constant interruption. In our culture, it would mean restoring a sense of long arc purpose, reminding us that we're part of a story much bigger than our own brief, hurried life.
that idea of a coherent identity, of connecting your past, present, and future self, that really seems to be the end goal of all this.
It is. It's realizing that the next great frontier isn't how fast we can go or even how long we can live. It's about how profoundly we can experience our lives and make sense of them. That's the evolutionary step.
Okay, so if we just pull back for a second and summarize, fast time fills your life with activity.
Fills it with input.
Long time extends your life, it expands the possibility.
Right.
But it's deep time that enriches your life with meaning.
And our future depends entirely on which of those we choose to prioritize. We have to choose a life that isn't just faster or longer, but deeper. Because ultimately, if you think about it, deep time is the essence of being human.
And this isn't some abstract philosophy. This comes down to a choice you make, that we all make every single day.
Every moment, really. It's a choice between the quick hit of fast time and the slower foundational reward of deep time.
Distraction or presence.
Acceleration or meaning. Noise or essence.
So the final question isn't how much time you have, it's how deeply are you willing to live it? And we invite you to explore that for yourself.